There's something coming up from there, that area there. If that was you, can you do it again?
A home that sits on the corner of a normal neighborhood isn't so normal on the inside. This home houses very haunted items and oddities, whose spirits lurk the rooms and hallway. But these spirits don't come unwanted, but rather embraced by the family living here. We're here tonight at the home of Paranologies, where they collect numerous haunted antiques and some oddities. So hopefully tonight we can capture some paranormal evidence on film or audio. We have successfully captured audio evidence before the investigation even begins. Roman captures a whispery EVP on his camera while filming some B-roll. Check it out. People won't stay together like they used to, huh? Like they used to, huh? I meet up with the homeowner to discuss two very creepy energy-filled items. Okay, so we're here with Jeromy Jones, the homeowner and the collector of all of these oddities and haunted items. But more specifically, I want to touch on is, what the hell is this thing?
This is the Nkisi. It's from the Congo tribe of Africa. What they used to do is they would take the statue, they would carve it out of wood and whatever else to mend it together. But the shaman of the tribe, he would bless it, and then they'd take it out to the cemetery and have it charged up with the spirit. Once it was charged up, they would bring it back to the tribe, and all the tribe's members would come in. You see all the nails there.
Right.
They'd come in with a nail, and if it was, if they wanted something like to heal one of their family members that was sick, they would hammer the nail into him and ask the spirit, "Can you heal my grandmother?"
And how many nails do you think are in this?
There's exactly 72 nails.
Wow.
I made that up. But I don't
You have no idea.
No. We have no idea how old this is. And they can't carbon date the wood.
Oh, okay.
So we're thinking early 1900s, maybe 1850. But I've seen them as early as like 1700s too.
Right.
So I don't know. But the nails, if we were going into partnership, let's say at this tribe, we would and we'd ask the spirit, bring us good luck for our adventures.
Right.
Hammered in. And if one of us were to steal from each other, or something like that, we'd ask the spirit to go after each other.
Wow.
So it was used for a partnership. Or if I had an enemy that I wanted killed,
yeah,
I would ask the spirit to do so and hammer the nail in almost all the way. That meant he wanted death to.
So there's a lot of energy tied with this, because every nail is somebody's energy being put into the statue.
Yeah.
So. So another item that stood out to me and almost everybody in the room, even you, is this figure in this box. What is special about this?
There's several things that are interesting about this. Number one, it looks like the statue from the movie The Exorcist. Pazuzu, actually, he was the demon of the wind demon in mythological terms. So I was at an antique store and I saw him from a distance. I was like, "Oh, that looks so awesome." And so I picked him up, showed my wife, and she was kind of weirded out by him, and I was too. And it's not like me to pick something up at an antique store and not buy it, obviously.
Right.
So I picked him up, and I got this weird vibe from him. So I put him back that day and went home, started having these weird nightmares for a couple weeks. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go buy this thing. Ended up getting them and doing research on Pazuzu.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of freaked me out a little bit more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I didn't want to bring that bad juju in the house.
Right.
And so we put him up there in the case to keep the kids and everything away from him or whatever.
Yeah.
My dad he comes over here, he won't even look at the statue. He tells me
Really?
to take it out whenever he spends the night. Now you'll notice, like in that light up there, we had a crystal that was charged that supposedly keeps the bad spirits in gear, keeps them in there in case. And that's inside the light. That's why it's a little yellow, and it's got that chamber up there. So we never turned the light off, and that keeps it at bay.
So if we turn that light off during our investigation, what do you think would happen?
Well, I don't know.
But from what you hear,
well, from what I hear, yeah, I mean, shit's gonna go down.
Can we turn the light off?
Yeah, we can turn it off tonight.
Okay. Well, we'll try it out and we'll see if this Pazuzu demon has anything to say, if anything like that is tied to it. We take a break from filming to discuss how we feel about the home. Then we are oddly interrupted.
There's strange noises that happen every now and then.
Yeah.
I can't place where they are.
Yeah, I don't know. And then all these dolls are all creepy.
Hey, JB,
Yeah.
I wanted to show you something.
Okay.
No, not on camera.
Not on camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Just there at that room. Yeah, what is it?
So, I've had this hidden for a while.
Uh-huh.
Now you can see how old this container is, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been told to not ever bring this out, especially if the kids are here. And that's from the guy I got it from. And so what we did is I had it upstairs underneath the flooring up there. And that was weird. The object in here is supposedly very negative.
Can you go into any details about it or anything?
I don't really want to. I mean, we can do some EVP sessions around it.
Okay.
And I know what's in here, but I've never shown anybody.
Okay.
And if something comes up on the EVP session, maybe I'll tell you about it. But
Okay.
it's that dangerous that I don't really want anybody to.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
I mean, you can hold it in the box, but I don't ever want it opened.
Okay.
Just so you know.
All right. Well, thanks for telling me about it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
All right, cool.
After this secret discussion, we interview the rest of the family to hear about what they have experienced in the home.
So one day, the family went to go take a trip to Colorado, and we were staying at our aunt's house. And that night, we were talking about my great-grandmother, and as we were talking, the light bulb exploded.
And do you think that she visits you here at the house sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
So I was gonna say, whenever I woke up one morning, I walked out here. I came to get a drink at the water fountain, and I saw a shadow walking through, and stopped right there in the middle. And then I came out. I thought it was Jeromy at first, and then I looked. It was gone.
Did you say anything? Where are you? Anything?
No, I just walked out. I was like all drowsy and drowsy as and I walked out and it was gone. I saw it through we used to have a mirror, right, like a mirror between the kitchen and the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it right off of that. So
Did it scare you or?
I'm like, there's another ghost in the house.
There's another ghost.
I have a couple stories I have experience with black figures. I have like 4 or 3.
Really?
The first one, I went out because I was getting something from the car. For some reason, I saw this black figure coming bigger.
You know what you're saying.
Yeah, and it was walking to the car, and the front door, like the driving seat door, was opened because I left it open. The minute it passed, the ghost passed, the door shut by itself.
Do you think that's the same figure that Ethan saw?
I think so. And then the second one, I saw it sitting on the couch.
Do you think that it's connected to an item in the house?
I think so. I told Jeromy, and he said he saw one too, where I saw the third one I saw.
I believe the innocence of a child is a hard one to question, and from talking to these kids, I know what they have witnessed was very real to them. We move on to Jeromy and Pam, who shares with us a very creepy experience that was also caught on video.
So I was coming out of my bedroom, and I was walking to the kitchen area to shut everything down, and I noticed in our doll area, we have about 75 dolls over in this one particular area. And I noticed a noise coming from that area about 10 feet away. It sounded like plastic moving, as if you were to take one of the dolls and move the arm. So I knew that if I didn't start recording, something was going to happen. So I grabbed my phone. I already had it on me. I was headed to the garage to turn off the machines that were going. It was about 3 in the morning. I head over to the doll section and start recording. I'm like, all right, where did that noise come from? You know, just asking standard questions that you would any doll. And I look up and I'm like, is it coming from you? Is it coming from y'all? And I have a doll named Eddie that my dad got me from an antique store. He thought it was pretty cool looking. So Eddie is on the ground. We had him standing up, and I was recording with my cell phone, and I was just playing around. You know, I said, Eddie, if that's you, you know, go ahead and move for me. Nothing happened. I said, man, that would be crazy if it moved. And I'm looking through this little 4-inch screen in complete darkness, and Eddie, what appeared to me on this little screen, his head and torso moved towards my direction. He didn't fall over. He wasn't off balance. He had been standing the entire day. But when I asked that question, he moved. I swear I just heard plastic moving again. This has happened like the third night in a row. I don't know what that was. Who was that? Is that you up there? Eddie, if that was you, can you move? That'd be crazy. What the fuck? I swear. I swear his head just moved. What? It's still shit. Crazy. What the So this is Eddie. And this is the doll that my dad bought me that he moved on the video.
So we pulled this video up on the computer after Jeromy came running in the room, pale and freaked out. And he pulled it up, and sure enough, Eddie's arm moved and his head moved at the same time. And it was very scary.
And this is not the only time Eddie has been captured moving on camera.
Or maybe you're a child trying to play with a doll? You can do it. Eddie! It said Eddie, wow! That was clear.
That was very good.
Yeah, you can go ahead and touch Eddie. Oh shit! Oh, it moved! Did you see that? Oh shit! Oh, it moved!
After learning more about these specific items, night falls and the investigation can begin. Okay, so right now we are in the living room. It is me, Roman behind the camera. Jeremy's over here.
Pam's over here, and Karen's over there. We're gonna run an EVP session and see if we catch anything. Is Eddie here with us? Whoever is in contact with that doll over there that we call Eddie, can you make a move? We've heard you all night, moving around, making sounds. Now's your chance to do it so we can know for sure that it was you.
Oh, that periscope just went off by that door.
Did it?
Yeah, hold on. Let's see what it did.
It was weird because right before we started, the periscope over there by Eddie was going off, and now it's not. So it's really strange, and it shows that it's not just happening randomly. It's something is triggering that device to actually go off.
Is Eddie here with us? Whoever is in contact with that doll over there that we call Eddie, can you make a move? We've heard you all night.
What the heck was that?
The aquarium is draining in the bottom. Hold on.
I was like, what the
JP, I
heck?
can just see your face.
What is that? What was
The
that?
aquarium is
Aquarium?
draining.
Alright, let's continue listening.
Alright, take that.
Ectoplasm.
Unfortunately, the sound we heard was not paranormal, but merely the fish tank draining. We make our way to the area Eddie stands to try and connect with whatever energy is inside the doll.
Eddie, is there a spirit inside of you?
Oh. That periscope just went
Did
off?
it just go off?
Yeah.
What is the spirit's name?
For those who don't know, the device you see light up is one of Jeremy's creations. It detects static electrical fields and lights up corresponding to the field's movement. So a free moving static charge just went past that periscope.
Can you make one of those lights turn red? Where in the room are you?
Is there a message you want to tell us? What is your name again? Can you make one of those lights turn red? Can you make one of those lights turn red?
When you said something about making it go red,
Yeah.
it said something, but I couldn't make out what it said. Try to see if you can get it to say its real name. If its name is really Eddie.
Okay. What is your real name? Do you like living here? Do you have a message for anyone?
It's not like super clear, but what we find with this recorder a lot is that it takes a few times. It seems like they have to like learn how to use it or something. It's really strange, and like the EVPs will get clearer and clearer. Like right now, it's really hard to understand, but you hear like something trying to come through. It's really strange.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's try again.
Do you think it would help if I held them?
It's possible. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get by there. You can stay over there, Karen. I'm gonna try to get over there.
Okay. Hi, Eddie. What is your name? Who owned you before?
Hi, Eddie. What is your name? Who owned you before? Was he assisting you? Or you left to give you up? Do you miss your original owner? Do you enjoy your new home?
When after it
What
said,
was that at the end?
at the very end?
Yeah, that.
Oh, that was me moving,
Turning it
pushing the
off?
button. No, but it sounded like whenever you asked about its original owner, it sounded like it said something, she loved me.
Okay, is she good to you?
After catching this amazing EVP, we decide to move on to the next item, the Pazuzu statue.
Got a life-sucking vibe out of it.
The statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Whenever we were doing our interview, I felt something. I felt almost as if like I was like in a freaking swimming pool almost, but not like that drastic. But it was like enough that I noticed it. But
yeah.
Is there a spirit connected to the statue? If there is, can you dim that light for me?
Like, it sounded like the
Hey, the
recording.
EDI's going off.
Oh.
Eddie, is that you? Is that the EMF?
Is that what the beeping is?
Yeah.
Eddie, are you here with us?
The EDI meter detects spikes and changes in the electromagnetic field. This device has not sounded all night until now. Was Eddie getting jealous we were spending time speaking to another object, so he decided to get our attention? You decide.
It's a very small reading because it's not even lighting up the light, but you can hear it.
Can you turn one of those lights red?
It's just steady. And it hasn't been doing that the whole time at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Eddie, if you're standing over there, can you move? Can you move that doll? It's weird. It's like it's just like sitting there, like whatever it is.
Should we do an EVP thing?
I don't know if I want to go over there and disturb whatever it is.
True.
Do it right there.
This goes on for a few more minutes, but with no more EVPs or further communication, we decide to go ahead and go into our isolation investigations.
Are any spirits possessing or inside of any of the other dolls in this room? If so, could one of them say its name?
Karen personally didn't have any luck, but the camera's audio did pick up a very disturbing laugh.
The other dolls in this room?
With us unaware of what was just captured, it is now my turn to go in alone.
Is there anybody in here with me? Hello? Am I all alone in here? Is there anybody in here with me? I don't care what anybody says, but that doll is super creepy. It stays creepy. I'm friends with Jeromy. Came here to talk to you and hang out. Am I here by myself? Is there somebody here with me? I'm hearing something. There's something coming up from there, that area there. If that was you, can you do it again? I don't know what that is. It's coming from the area of the Pazuzu.
I realized the sound was an interference coming from Jeremy's home security camera. I would later find out this camera has never made this sound before.
If there's anybody here, can you make a sound for me? Where did that doll come from? Creepy. Eddie, can you move for me, Eddie? Can you sit down, Eddie? Can you sit down for me? Have a seat, please.
Be right around here. There it is. Let me see when it started. Did you ask something?
No, I was just kind of sitting here. I was kind of asking if anything's here.
Dude, right after you said anyone here with me. 133. Alright. Says anybody here with me, and then hello. Am I alone in here? Is anybody here with me?
I'm not an orb guy, but did you see that?
What? No.
Go back.
133.20.
Look right here in this area.
Alright. Oh, yeah, right there?
It just like appeared out of nowhere.
I mean, it's definitely... Okay, so tell me if it sounded like this.
What I was hearing
Of course
sounded
you-
just like that.
But you can see the camera is not moving. No, what I was going to say is I'm going to move the camera.
You can manually move it.
Yeah, I can manually move it. Watch. Okay, here.
No,
No.
that is not how it
was
sounded at all.
definitely-
That sounds like a phone vibrating almost.
Yeah.
That's not what the sound was
That would
at
be a
all.
whole lot louder.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm trying to figure out what that noise would be.
It sounded like an interference, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever sometimes it sounded like it was whisper, like I heard a whisper coming through.
Like you heard a voice coming through?
Yeah, it was like a really faint whisper.
And while you were doing that, I didn't hear anything on my end. Pam was right there. Babe, where are you at?
Right here.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't hear any of that.
What was it? Just a lot of, like interference?
That's what it sounded like.
Sort of, yeah.
I didn't hear anything. It was totally quiet.
That's weird.
And doesn't it record?
Yeah, we're playing it back.
Yeah.
Sounds just like your recorder.
Mm-hmm. Sound like I said, hey.
That sounded like something tapped the camera.
I know.
After trying to figure out what this sound was, we decided to get together and do a group Poltercom Inferno session.
Is there any spirits here that want to communicate with us? Bitch? It just said bitch.
With Ronson for Thanks for providing.
Why did you call me a bitch? Because I'm mad. Why are you mad? What made you mad? Are you getting tired of us trying to talk to you? Anybody here want to talk to us?
You shot?
Yeah.
Slow to me.
Special ed, do you?
Call me special ed.
I think so.
Isn't that what it sounded like?
It sounded like special ed. How many spirits are here?
6? Can you tell us any of your names? Why are you not talking to us?
Coming in.
The Joneses' home did not disappoint. With tons of energy-filled artifacts and oddities, the activity in this home is rampant. We get to leave after the night, but for this family that lives here, it's a different story. But for some reason, I don't think they would have it any other way.
I'm like, there's another ghost in the house.
There's another ghost.